Hey, this is the Bronze Grade Podcast, and I'm Jackie. I'm here with Dixon.
Hello, hello.
And my buddy Laurence.
Hey.
And welcome to this week's episode.
Cool. Would this be considered the first or second or however?
I mean, we did a couple of practice rounds, so I think this would be maybe
First episode.
1? Let's try to make this one postable. Seriously.
Sure.
Let's try to make this one postable. Let's not talk about garbage.
That's impossible. You know it.
Let's talk about quality content. But anyways, seeing that this is our first one, I think we should talk about how everybody's week's been. My week has been super busy and super shitty. And it's all work related. So haven't been gaming too much, so I'm gonna be kind of like just kind of getting ideas based off of what you guys say. So
all right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Dixon, you got anything?
Yeah.
Not really. My week is pretty boring. Nothing too much. I'm off this week, so kind of was working.
How'd you get off this
week?
Just like vacation?
Yeah, I just booked it off.
Oh.
Yeah, long story. I just took the week. So yeah, I just took the whole week. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm just not gonna come in. Gaming wise, I've been playing too much. I actually started playing. What's it called? The Hunter, Call of the Wild yesterday.
Wait a sec.
Pretty interesting.
No, you didn't.
Is that a hunting game?
Yeah, the hunting game.
Wow.
Because it was free, so.
Oh, on Epic?
Yeah, it was on Epic. Yeah.
Okay.
The last rotation or something. So.
So is this? I didn't read up on this at all. I just saw it and claimed it as per usual. So what type of hunting game is this? Like, is it a sim? Is it like in I don't know, the woods or in the desert or whatever?
I would say it's like in like the forest areas.
Yeah.
You're just literally hunting like animals, like bears, deers, raccoons.
All right. It's sort of simish, right? It's not
sort of simish. Yeah.
Okay.
Mouse and keyboard, right? Are you using mouse and keyboard?
Yes, mouse and keyboard.
Oh
yes.
Man, that's okay.
That's the way to go.
No, that is not the way to go. I'm just saying that.
Oh, damn! I'm sorry,
okay.
Dixon. Why didn't you go outside and just take a real rifle and go hunt? What are you doing?
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
At least use a controller, right? I don't know. I feel more comfortable.
What are you talking about?
Seriously, isn't it more of a sim if you use a controller?
What are you talking about? Yeah. What?
You get force feedback or haptic feedback, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
but...
you're just using keyboard and mouse. That's very artificial. That's far from a sim.
Jackie's talking crazy again. Oh my god, what is going on? Jackie, we just started. We can't start a podcast like this. This is our first episode. Why are you doing this to us?
Can you explain to me how using a keyboard and a mouse is what's that? Is making it real for you?
Do you wanna start, Laurence?
Versus using a controller. And I'm not saying you're supposed to feel like you're actually hunting, but I'm just talking about like
So I guess because I've talked to Jackie before about something like this, so
immersive. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm saying. Immersive.
It's just that
it's much more immersive with the controller.
I think Jackie really grew up on dual stick shooters, right? Whereas I think most of my first person shooter experience comes from PC. So
no,
I think that is what, right?
I played Counter-Strike with mouse and keyboard.
Dude, you can't go back. You specifically told me you can't go back to Counter-Strike because you can't do Iron Sight.
Well, no, I did mouse and keyboard Counter-Strike when I was like a kid up to about high school. Then I went pretty much full console for a couple of years. And then when I went to console, even when I was gaming with PC, I would use a controller.
A controller?
Yeah. And I've been just solely... I do Microsoft Flight Sim with a Xbox controller on my PC.
Sure, no, like Flight Sim, I can see that, even though, I think I'd probably play that in controller.
I play everything that I think. I play everything that's like not like a real-time strategy game on a controller.
First-person shooters, though, I don't know.
Why?
Because I feel like I get the better control. I don't like with the controller how you have the analog stick kind of snaps back into the center. I really like the mouse aiming. The degree of I guess analog
wait a minute.
Is a little bit more.
I think you're just not good enough with the controller.
No, and I'm not saying that's not true. It's just I mean I've never been good with first person shooters anyway, but I just feel like the mouse and keyboard just feels so much better.
Okay.
Like, I think in terms of the aiming, at least, it feels better. I understand with the movement speed, I only have digital or, like, WASD, so it's not the same as having a left analog stick. But for sure, I prefer aiming with mouse instead of the right stick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I grew up playing on PC, right, with shooters. So it's very unintuitive for me to use a controller because it just feels more complicated, and I aim better with my right hand, right? So trying to like maneuver like the stick or like the analog stick to a position, regardless of, like, it does have like aim assist and all that, but it's still very weird to me. So for me, it's like so much easier on a mouse and key, like 100%. Like all my shooters, I play mouse and key. Like I think I played only Call of Duty once with controller, and it was really like I was so bad at it. It was really bad.
I think I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I do play certain shooters now because my setup isn't as versatile. It's mostly just controllers for my gaming setup. But I do find myself struggling a lot more with the sticks because I play Destiny with controller, and I just feel like I would prefer playing it with mouse and keyboard. And the same thing as Payday, I've gone from keyboard to controller, and I find myself having a lot more trouble with controller. So, I don't know, it's just a preference thing, really, but I just feel like the aiming just feels more natural with the mouse. Yeah, that's why I think for hunting game, if we're talking about sim, it's gonna be mouse and keyboard, not controller.
Hey, we're gonna be playing Payday We're playing
Payday 2.
Payday 2 after this,
Payday
right?
2.
Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. I will be using a controller.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably actually I have set my mouse and keyboard right now, so yep.
Okay.
I'll see what. Yeah. If you have controls problems, then I can't help you with it because I'm not playing.
I will have control problems using the keyboard. Like what do you do? Like the WX?
No, as in like I can't tell you because I'm not going to be using a controller.
Well, I mean, I think using like WADX to move is lame. Like it doesn't work for me.
WADX.
WSD.
God, clearly you don't use the keyboard for FPS. God. WADX.
Is it not
right?
No wonder you hate it.
Wait, am I saying it wrong? No,
it's S, not X.
Really?
WASD.
WASD.
Yeah.
Oh,
again.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like you've been mapping your keyboard wrong. That's why you hate it.
Okay, maybe. Okay. Fair enough. I'm still not going to use the keyboard because it's not. No, to me, it's not that immersive. I need.
Sure.
Yeah.
Again, that's
fair.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. Whatever you're going to say.
Go ahead.
Yes. Did either of you try out the Karateka thing that I sent over?
That was going to be what I was going to bring up, so I was going to let Dixon bring it up first, or finish this thing first.
No, so I was going to, and then when I clicked it, and I don't know why this is a thing, and I don't know if you guys can agree or, not disagree with me. I don't know why games always set their intro volume to like maximum like 100, and it just hurts my ears. And I think I clicked on the Karateka, and then like the intro was so loud I just turned it off. And I was like, I'll do this later. And I was like, holy crap.
I don't have that problem because I never set my speakers up to that volume. My speakers usually down pretty low.
Yeah,
so.
Dixon's probably using a headphone, right?
I am using a headphone, yes.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, that's why. But anyways, did you play it, Laurence?
No, I still haven't.
Dixon just stopped at the title screen, right?
I did, yes.
So based on that, what do you think of the game? Is it the greatest game of all time,
no,
it's straight to garbage?
No, I'm saying it's greatest game at the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, like, sure, I can probably semi-agree that it was probably a great game at the time. At the time.
It's still a great game.
Based on the title screen experience.
Based on the title screen experience.
It's like, oh man, based on the title screen, I can tell that people love loud music at the time.
Yeah.
It's
right, but I don't know.
So, Jackie, did you play with the thing on the Link?
I did not play on the Link, but I played the original one, and it's the same thing.
Because, I feel like it played really slow, and I couldn't tell if it's the emulation.
No. That's how the game went.
Okay. Then it's garbage.
What
really?
Are
you,
dude? No. I want to explain something here.
So okay. No. I'm just gonna tell you what I think.
Okay.
And I think what Dixon said is probably true.
Sure.
About at the time, probably really good.
Yeah.
Like I understand the mechanics are relatively simple nowadays, but I do find the high, mid, low to have some interesting properties, I guess. But I just don't see it being fun against just AI.
Did you make it to the boss?
Hell no, dude. What? I spent like 5 minutes with it, and I went, mechanics seem alright. Okay, that's good enough for me.
Damn it.
It's, look, again, like, I have nothing against it.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like I should be saying that this is absolutely garbage, but,
Well, okay.
Respect where it's due.
No.
And it's just, I played a bit, and I'm like, okay, I can see where this goes, and I think it'd be way more fun if it's a 2-player versus game.
Uh-huh.
Because when I was playing it, I feel like I was spamming it, and even if I got hit, and I there's just no response or like indication as to why I'm fucking up.
Well, okay.
I wasn't gonna play that long to know the mechanics in and out, because I'm like, man, this thing kind of chugs, and no thanks.
Well, no. Well, see, what I was gonna say is, I think you feel it was slow was because a fighting game from the 1980s is not going to be like your typical 60 FPS or 30 FPS. It's probably like 13 FPS.
No, I mean, yes, the frame rate is a problem, but there's also a lag between the input and the output, and also there's some sort of like, it's not a frame rate problem. It feels like it chugs here and there, and it just doesn't feel right.
Okay, well,
and again, like, I can't tell if that's an emulation problem or if that's the
still a good game in my opinion. Karateka,
best game at the time.
Best game of all time.
At the time.
At the time,
like 30 years ago, it was the best game of all time.
I'd be surprised
I'd
be surprised if it didn't win any awards. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Listen, so I'm just here watching a quick video on the game, played on the Apple II.
Yes,
and I can see like what you mean.
Yeah,
I can see what you mean, Laurence, by the weird lag and like the really choppy kind of weirdness.
And it's not like a frame rate issue. I don't think it's just. There's sometimes the screen kind of goes black and then, a quick refresh. And I can't tell if that's just the technology of the time.
That's how it was. That's how it was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well then, games should be better.
Did either of you guys, I'm switching really quickly. Did either of you guys play Dead Island 2?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Only played the original.
Any interest in Dead Island 2?
Yeah, somewhat.
Okay.
But I feel like I would play Dying Light before I get Dead Island 2.
No, but like, is there a multiplayer component to Dying Light? Because Dead Island 2 is good for multiplayer.
I'm pretty sure Dying Light has multiplayer, right?
Yeah,
I think it's like a really limited version of multiplayer, something like that.
Okay. Did you play the original Dead Island?
Who you're talking to?
Either of you? Both of you?
Yes, I have. For 10 minutes.
I played a bit of it.
So, no. I'll tell you.
What's your verdict?
Hold on. I'll tell you. Okay, hold on. So I booted up the game, and it was cool. Like, it was like really cool. The parkour aspect of it, the graphics, the zombies, and the characters, and the people, and the main character that you're playing.
That's crazy talk.
No. So everything is good. Okay. And then I remember going to a building, and then there was like a training session or something like that, and then this guy was like, "Oh, you got to run up here and do all this and whatever."
Wait. At Dead Island 1?
No, I'm
Dead Island, not Dying Light.
I'm talking. Oh fuck! I'm talking about Dying Light. What the fuck, man?
Sorry, I was asking about Dead Island.
Oh,
sorry.
No, I did not play Dead Island. I saw.
Okay.
I watched people play. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay, hold on. I didn't play Dead Island because I thought Dead Island was like a multiplayer game where it would be more funner to play with friends, and none of my friends played it.
Okay,
yeah,
it's true. It's definitely better with friends.
I would say so. Yeah, it was an okay story game, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't the greatest.
Questionable.
Characters
were not great.
Yeah, you're just trapped in an island, and then you just like kill shit, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
is that the
sure?
just
Yes.
Yeah, that's a stupid story.
You're on a resort, and then you go through 5 chapters or whatever. Yeah,
that's a stupid story. That's like
I don't know why you would be more interested in Dead Island 2.
I will only be interested if you guys are interested, because then we can play it.
Oh, I'm not gonna buy it anytime soon.
What? Oh, God damn it! Is it on sale? Let's see how much it is.
I'm sure I have an extra key somewhere for Dead Island 1 if you want to mess with that.
Not playing that. That's too old.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Karateka, best game of all time.
Yeah, best game of all time.
Best game of all time. Definitely can go back.
Playing Dead Island's a waste of my PC, so I'm not going to do that. Dead Island 2...
Again, Karateka, definitely worth it.
Yes, it's different. That's a classic, okay? Dead Island is not a classic. That's the biggest difference.
I mean, it's got it's got like pretty decent accolades, right?
It's not a classic. It's not a classic. See, Civilization is a classic. I would play Civilization any day. Dixon, did you play Civilization? Because I know Lawrence doesn't, because he's a hater.
Yeah, I played a few. Like, I don't remember which one. I think the last one I played was 6. I don't know if there's a 7.
No, 6 is the last one. Yeah.
6 last one, yeah.
I'm sorry, I hate Civilization.
Why?
I told you. Well, I'm just exaggerating. I have nothing against Civilization. I just don't want to play it because I know I would waste too much time playing that game.
It's a really good game, in my opinion.
Yeah. Again, I have nothing against it. It's just I know for me, if I get into it, I would take too much time playing that game.
The older games, the older Civs are a lot better than the newer Civs, in my opinion. Again, my opinion.
I don't know. I always heard the new Civs start out bad, but then with later DLCs and stuff, they actually get really good. But I don't know.
Guess.
Again, that's not an opinion. That's just what I've heard.
Yeah, I haven't played enough to remember much. Just played a few games. Just takes forever, right? Like, just takes way too long to try to win.
Yeah.
Dixon, what's your favorite genre of games to play? Because I want to ask you specifically because I've been talking to Laurence longer than you, so I kind of have an idea of what Laurence likes to play, and he likes to play
typically single player action games,
stupid
or like
anime like games, kitty games. But anyways,
kitty games. It's like saying Mario. It's like, yeah, you like Mario, kitty game.
What's your favorite genre, Dixon?
That's a tough one. I play like quite a bit of stuff, right? But I guess mostly I like playing multiplayer stuff.
Yeah. Either
like being like shooter or like co-op or whatever. But I guess like my main genre that I go back to is like MMOs. So kind of like
you're one of those people.
Yeah, one of those people. But not opposed to playing like normal games, right? Like I guess so to speak. Like action.
I'm glad you agree that it's not normal to play MMO.
Which MMO are you playing right now?
I haven't played any recently. The last one I played, like I've told Laurence this, the last one I was playing was Lost Ark.
Okay.
And then I kind of stopped that.
How long did you play that for?
You want hours or like what
no, like period of time, like
period of time? I played.
Months, yeah.
I played it when it came out in NA, all the way until just before last year Christmas, around that time.
So that's around like a year.
Probably like 7
I don't
months,
remember how long.
Probably 7, 8
Wait,
months.
is Last Ark the one of the dinosaurs?
No,
you're thinking of Ark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, Lost Ark is the Korean MMO.
Is that is that the one with the crazy character customization one?
I would say so.
No,
Yes.
that's Black Yeah.
Black Desert does have one. I think you're thinking of Black Desert.
Yeah, that's the Black Desert's the one I was thinking. Lost Ark, is that Amazon?
It was published by Amazon here.
Okay,
but it's, but in Korea it's about Smaugate.
Wait, is that the one that fucked up people's PCs?
No, that was.
There was an Amazon. There was an Amazon MMO that fucked people's PC up.
It was oh my goodness, New World.
Yes, New World. That's actually the one I was thinking about. Yeah,
I played that too, by the way.
Did it fuck your PC up?
And then it fucked your PC up.
No, it didn't fuck my PC up, but it was like I call it like the queue simulator because you would have to like queue up for like 3 hours to play. It was like,
man, what a great game! Reason. I love MMOs. Yeah. Everything you're telling me just sells me on the idea.
Okay, to be fair though, like it was Amazon. I don't know what Amazon was thinking. Like they limited each server to like 250 players max, and there was way too many people playing. So
does Amazon consider that like massively multiplayer, like 250 people a server?
I have no idea. Yeah, it was man. New World was like a trip. Just remember having to like log in like 3 hours or 4 hours before playing just to like queue to get in line to enter the server was ridiculous.
Why would you do that though? Why would you put yourself through that?
It was an okay game. Don't get me wrong. It was like the new hype, right? Like a lot of my friends were playing it, so I was like, whatever. I'll play a little bit of it. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't know. Just my opinion, it was pretty bad.
I don't know. I just couldn't get into any MMOs like for long term. I tried getting to some, I don't know, like during high school time with a lot of those free Korean MMOs. I just jumped between a bunch of them and just couldn't stick with anything and just didn't gel with me. So it just,
that's fair.
When World of Warcraft came out and blew everyone's minds, I'm like, I already don't like the genre, the ones that I've played. I'm not going to pay monthly to play another one. So, yeah, just never got into it.
Yeah, and that's fair. I think it's like I won't say niche, but like definitely like.
Yeah, I would say it's niche.
Yeah. Although like nowadays, I feel like it's kind of getting niche. Like
maybe.
A lot of
Have
people...
you tried some of the more action stuff? Like I tried Terra Online, and that didn't gel with me either.
Yeah, I played that too.
Man, I haven't even heard of Terra Online. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Terra Online, like, it was sold as an action MMO. Like, you don't just click on a guy and it auto combos. You actually have to press the buttons, to do the moves. But I think that none of the impacts feel right. Like, I come from playing Devil May Cry and stuff, and I'm like, action just doesn't feel as good. So, but what should I expect from an MMO compared to a single player
action?
experience?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Terra wasn't bad. Like, I kind of remember like the combos being a little janky, but it definitely was an interesting MMO because considering they were all saying like, oh, it's skillful PvP, right? It's not just like clicking like spam. Like you have to like throw combos, counter all that stuff. So definitely an interesting time. When that was
I think maybe early on it just sucks because I'm like, you still do all the MMO stuff of, hey, collect X number of stuff, or like go to this thing and grab this thing.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of just moving around different places to gather stuff.
No, for sure. Very much like old school WoW. Like I'm sure Jackie can remember the old school WoW quests.
WoW's the best. So, yeah. I've wasted so much time on that.
I wasted a lot of time playing WoW too. It's pretty depressing.
Was is Terra free to play?
I don't know if it's still active.
No, it's not active anymore.
Okay.
It's like a dead game, so to speak. But
no, like I think it actually shut down, didn't it?
I think so. Let me double check actually.
Yeah,
I've never I've never even heard of Terra. What the hell? Ever?
I think
it's
not even a new game. It was around for a while.
Yeah, but I've never heard of it ever. But okay, whatever.
A lot of MMOs come and go.
Yeah, a lot. So apparently the game servers for PC have been shut down as of June 30th, 2022. But there's no plans to shut down the console servers. So that's interesting.
Ooh.
I didn't even know there was a console version.
Yeah, they ended up releasing on like PS4, Xbox One, that kind of stuff. Like
Jackie, you can go test it out.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Waste of time.
Yeah. I would say so at this point, yeah.
Something that's been on my mind is talking about sports games. What's your take on sports games?
Arcade sports.
No, like I'm talking like Madden 23 or whatever.
Never played. I've only played like sim sports. Early FIFA games, like in the 90s, FIFA games. I don't know if that's considered sim though. Like FIFA around that era isn't really sim.
I'd say that was a sports game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because I think a lot of people say at the time PES is like far and away better.
That is.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely one that I played. Yep.
Yeah,
and that is, from what I can tell, the more sim of the two. Yeah, it's just nowadays I think EA really caught up with the tech and the sim nature of FIFA. Yeah, it's not even FIFA anymore. So
it's now gacha boxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think for me, soccer games are the only sports games that I find fun. Any other sport games, in my opinion, it just doesn't really interest me.
I tried doing the 2K basketball games. Just they seem way too complicated for me. I just started playing it for a little bit, and I'm like, I just can't.
I can't do that either.
My problem is that the only other basketball games I've played are like NBA Jam. So I start that game, start 2K basketball. I'm like, this isn't 2v2 basketball. How am I supposed to play this?
What about like games like skateboarding and snowboarding? Like what's that one? Tony Hawk or whatever.
I played those like when I was like a kid.
But how's that fun though? Because it's not right. It's a skateboard game that you're controlling with a finger. So I don't think that's immersive.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, like it's like playing Guitar Hero or like any rhythm games that you don't have the actual peripheral for. I don't know.
Sure.
It's kind of hard to say. Like Tony Hawk is just a score challenge. It's not really. I wouldn't call it a sim.
Okay.
But again, it's like playing driving games with a controller.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just another method of controls. I really like Tony Hawk. I tried getting into the skate games, but those were way too difficult.
Did you actually commit to playing Tony Hawk at one point?
I mean, I played through the first game on a rental. Like, I played through all the levels and completed all the objectives. Yeah.
As a kid?
Yeah.
Do you still play it?
Would I still play it now?
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah, like the newer ones.
Yeah. I think I'd be into it, but I just don't think those games have. At the time, I think they were great, but if I play the first one again right now, I think again I would blow through it so fast because there's not actually that much content unless you're trying to get everything for every skateboarder.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think the later games did add more, but everyone keeps saying like 1 to 3 are basically the best of the franchise. And the thing for me is that I played 1 on N64, and then everything else after that I played the GBA version, which were surprisingly good.
Okay.
Yeah, they're isometric. They basically are the same games, but in an isometric form. And people seem to think they're really good, so I don't know. I played a lot of those.
Okay.
But yeah, Skate, really difficult. I tried getting into it again recently, and I couldn't get past the intro stuff. It's just, I don't know. And snowboarding, I really liked SSX.
Hey, I played that too.
I've never played that.
I played that.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay.
I think that was on N64. I think, right?
PS2, I think.
Yeah, PS2.
PS2,
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got into Tricky, which is the second game in the series, and then 3. And I think 3 is great. 3 is amazing. 3 is one of my favorite games.
So for like
sure. At least.
For snowboard games, I remember playing one, and this was like, I think it was on PS1. It was a demo, and that's the only snowboarding game I've ever played. It was like a demo snowboarding game. I don't know what it was. I don't remember anymore.
Do you know it's PSX or PS1?
It was PSX, like PS1, okay. PS1. Yeah, because it wasn't PS2. At least from what I remember, but
because I'm thinking of that era, you would have 1080, but that's on N64, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like super good graphics, obviously, but it was like you just went down a hill and that was it. That's what I remember. But not a huge fan. Even like skateboarding. I mean, like skateboarding or like Tony Hawk. Not like a super big fan of them, just because it's like the only like really interesting skate kind of game I played. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was on Dreamcast, I believe. But Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, I would say that's like the only one that I liked.
But it's not really it's not skateboarding. It's more rollerblading, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't think there's really tricks, right? It's mostly you run away from cops and you do spray painting. I don't remember it being a score attack thing, was it?
It was a score time thing. You have to like spray a certain amount of stuff or like X amount of cop cars, and like you can do like, you know, tricks and whatnot as you're going on, as you're like escaping like the cops and like doing your spray painting and stuff. It was just a fun, like quirky kind of good game, I guess, at the time when I was playing. So
hey,
the music was great.
I'm looking at it right now. It reminds me of Splatoon.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, I would say that.
Oh no! Jackie's gonna tell you that you love kid games.
Yeah, Splatoon's the worst.
You love games for babies, Dixon. What is wrong with
I don't even play Splatoon.
You play Laurence. You play Splatoon, right?
Nope. I want to. I've never played any of them.
Wait, you want to? Yeah, but you can.
I want to, but not like $80 want to.
Okay.
I want to play it when it's like $5.
Okay.
Like, I want to mess with it just to know how it feels, but I don't know if I would invest that much time into it.
They're just damn kids running around with like spray painting cans or something like that, right?
Look, I'm fine with that as long as the mechanics are fun. And like, I do think that the painting, like, your wins are based on area coverage instead of kills, and I think that's a pretty neat change of pace for the genre.
Right.
And I think it's probably pretty satisfying to paint everything in your color, and so, you know, I think that's why people like it. Okay. But I've just never gotten into it. Yeah.
Are you gonna play the new PS5, like Sony version of the game?
Yeah,
that like is kind of like Splatoon.
Wait, what's that?
It's not Splatoon, but there's a new game. Is it out yet?
I've heard that. It's called Foam Stars.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that sounds dope.
It's not
similar.
Squids and it's not kids, so
I know.
Maybe you'd be.
I'm not into kiddie games, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's foam and not squid ink, so I don't know. Maybe you'll be into it.
That looks interesting, you know. Like,
Dixon, did you have Euro Truck Simulator 2 by any chance?
No, I don't. I think I mentioned it briefly. Like, I always want to get it, but never ending up getting it.
Okay.
Because not a lot of people that I know play. So.
Okay. Well, hey, if you decide to get it, me and Laurence will truck together.
Just for the record, I've never actually played it, and I had no interest until Jackie said, "Hey, why don't we play this together?" And I said, "You know what? Fuck it, sure." Because I drive in real life already. I don't know if I can stand just driving in video games and have to obey the laws.
Have I played anything with you before, Laurence?
Street Fighter.
Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. No,
that's it.
We are definitely doing Payday after this.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
I think I have someone else on board. I think we get a...
Just so you know.
4 people team.
When I play multiplayer games, and I think I told you before, all I do is fuck around. So just
look, I think I'm fine with people fucking around Payday. We're just gonna lose, and I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah, I'm
look,
cool.
Look. Honestly, I was talking to my buddy earlier because I had dinner with him, and I told him we're probably gonna start on some early easy maps, just to get you on board with what's happening.
Wait, get me on board?
Like, yeah, just so you know the process.
I don't need to know the process.
Oh no!
No, you should probably know the basics. You know,
at least know something.
I'm just there to fuck around. I'm not really. Gonna...
I think.
I'll play 10 minutes.
Three of us.
I'll play 10 minutes and I'll rage quit. Fuck this.
100%.
That might happen.
I totally see it happening. We're gonna be like,
if you see me drop this, because I'm mad at something.
I totally know exactly the point you're gonna drop this game. We're gonna start having to lockpick stuff. You're gonna be like, the fuck is this game?
Yeah.
Wait,
why do I have to do this?
Everybody has a lockpick?
I mean, you can shoot.
Wait, what's the goal of the game? Just tell me so I don't need to learn while I'm playing.
It depends on the map, right?
Yeah.
But the majority of the game is you have to go.
And are we playing against another team? Or is this...
No, it's PvE.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
Yeah, no. So you fucking around only screws with us.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's no absolutely zero PvP
fine.
action.
I'll accept that. So you just like...
But objectives vary per map. Typically, you go to rob a thing.
Yeah.
And there's always a phase, or mostly there's a phase where you have to wait for things to happen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to carry stuff from point A to point B.
Is there a car involved driving?
No. Possibly.
Okay.
There's some maps that do,
nice.
but like typically you don't.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, and when you're carrying something heavy, you run a lot slower.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And enemies escalate in difficulty as time goes on, I guess.
And are you supposed to like split up the loot to run, or because if you're saying
I don't think there is that. I don't think there is.
So like
that.
one person carries everything and just like goes.
No, we kind of like get like the loot and we throw it into our truck.
I thought you meant like at the end, like how you split it. Yeah. Like everyone has to go to the end goal before the level's over, right? And then the game divvies up the loot per se.
Okay.
Yes.
And we start with guns, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a loadout.
Okay.
And then that is your set of weapons. You don't pick up anything else.
Okay. Okay. Sounds fun.
Again, I feel like this game might be a little bit hard to sell to people, but if you can get on board, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's enjoyable.
Well, I mean, Anno 1800 is also very not bad and very enjoyable.
I don't remember. Is it turn-based? You said
no,
right?
It's not. It's not turn-based. Whoa! Shit! Hold on, I forgot.
Is it literally just not like building a city, like SimCity, like SimCity?
No, man, it's so much more in depth than that. You build a city, and you have to avoid. You gotta avoid pirates, because it's mostly just sailing around. And then you industrialize, and you trade with other people. If you're playing,
would you say it's like SimCity with a dash of Civ?
No, but because there's an online aspect to it, like you can play with people, and they can fuck you over. That's the awesome part.
So like Civ.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, Anno 1800 is different because you're not really fighting against the other player. There's no war. You're just,
So can I like pirate your trade route?
No, pirates can pirate my trade route.
I can't do it.
No, you can't. You can make friends with the pirate. You can, or like you can block my trade routes by allying with other people, kind of like that. Or like you can ally with other people and prevent them from allying with me, so I don't get certain resources that I don't have if I don't go off exploring.
Right.
But if I go off exploring, then I risk running into a pirate.
Right.
Yeah, it's an awesome game.
That's kind of lame. I can't just steal your trade.
I don't think you can.
See your boat driving by, and I'm just gonna pillage it.
No, that you can't do. You can't do that. Nope.
Okay.
I think you can build cannons along your shore, along your shoreline, but that's the extent of like fighting and war.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like a tamer version of Civ.
I guess it's more strategic than Civ. Civ doesn't really require much strategy. I think, in my opinion. But yeah, that's a fun game. I'm looking at Sons of the Forest, and the more I'm looking at it, the more I want to get it.
I don't know. Every time I look at that game, I'm just like,
yeah, that's okay.
That doesn't look that great. And honestly,
you mean like graphic wise or gameplay wise? Because graphics, I think it looks fine.
Graphics.
No, I think it looks fine.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
I just don't have that much interest in survival games. But if it's cheap and you want to play it, then I guess we could try.
This would be a super fun multiplayer game, though, wouldn't it?
I don't know, because I feel like survival games just has a layer of frustration that I don't know if I want to deal with.
But I think it's fun when you play with others, because then like people can screw you over.
Yeah, and that's the annoying part, though, right? Like,
well, no, that's the fun part.
Again, like I feel like I'd be more into Valheim. I don't know if Dixon, you've heard of that. It's sort of like
I've watched people play that one.
Yeah, like I feel like visually, at least that game's a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I've just not seen a survival game that I've that much of an interest in. I don't know if you guys have played any. Like like survival multiplayer game at least.
The last one I played was Ark, actually.
The other Ark game.
The other Ark, yeah. Ark Survival Evolved or whatever.
That's the dinosaur one, right? That's the dinosaur. Yeah.
Like when it was like first in like beta. Oh man, it was a rough time. It was a rough time.
Hey,
yeah, and every time I see people like starting that game, they just get fucking wrecked, and I'm like, man, I don't know. The first like opening hours of this game sound like it's got to be really rough to play.
That's why you're supposed to join servers where there's like nobody, right?
What? Then why are you even playing that game?
No. You start playing in a server that's unpopulated, and then it just let the population will gradually build up, and then you can go kick somebody else's asses. Right?
I guess. I don't know if that works that way. Just Dixon, just so you know, Jackie's more of a griefer.
Yeah, I am.
He's very into griefing people.
Like one of those elite griefers.
Yeah, so like I don't really agree with the way Jackie plays games, but if he's gonna have to screw with us while playing like Truck Sim, I'll have to deal with it. He's just gonna like run my truck off the road.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what is he gonna do? Make you late for your delivery? How dare you?
Yeah. Jackie's gonna be like, "Yo, take this shipment, like, use up all your cash," and then he's just gonna run my truck off the road.
Yeah.
And lose everything.
So wait, but isn't it? That's the point of multiplayer games, right?
I mean,
right?
Depends on which multiplayer game you're playing.
Because you're playing with people, right? I mean, if you're playing with people, you're playing with people. You're doing stuff.
I feel like Jackie should join some RP server and just fuck around. Like,
I would love that.
I would
love that.
You would get people so pissed.
I would love that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
I remember there's Arma 2?
Nope.
Arma 2, maybe Arma 3. There's like a huge modding community, and there's role-playing servers where people just... I remember seeing a server, basically people just playing like civilians and cops, and that's kind of the thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is Arma 3
intense?
Like a Fortnite type thing where the last one standing wins?
No.
Oh, okay.
Arma 3... You know World War Z?
Yes.
Or not World War Z, Daisy.
Yes.
Daisy, yeah, Daisy.
Yes.
That's the one that came out of Arma mods and stuff.
Well,
so
it's a battle royale then, right?
No, Arma is a military sim game.
Yeah.
So, what, like you fight in like a group?
I think it's multiplayer. I've never actually played it, but
it
I think it's more
multiplayer.
like, yeah, I just don't know if it's PvP or PvE. I think it's more of PvE stuff.
So then it's like Back for Blood or whatever. Is that what you call it?
No, it's more like Rainbow Six.
Oh.
Like old Rainbow Six,
okay.
or like Ghost Recon.
Okay.
But even more sim intensive than that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like, from what I understand, there's like 4 levels of crouch. It's like, yeah, you get to that nuance, but like those games always sound like they're kind of janky. Like the menus are a little hard to parse, but if you can get into them and the modding community, it's pretty crazy.
Yes.
But yeah.
Dixon, did you ever play?
I just think you should get into some RP server and just fuck around.
I'm totally gonna do that just for the next game. But
you're kicked out.
I want to know if Dixon played any Witchers.
I actually not played Witcher.
What? Oh
Never
my god, you're like Laurence. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, my excuse is that Witcher 3 never got cheap enough.
No, Witcher 3 is like $9 though.
Dude, that's not $5.
But no,
it's not $5 right now.
No.
And Jackie, that's $9 USD.
Yeah,
I'm not that rich.
$9 with like every single fucking DLC. That's like 10 fucking games for $9.
I don't know. $9 sounds like more than $7.50.
Sure. I'm gonna look up to see how much it costs right now.
Probably Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Yeah.
No. Game of the Year edition. Nah, Wild Hunt is like the base game, I think.
Yeah. No. Well, okay. Just wait until Black Friday, and then it'll be $9. And it's called the Witcher 3 Complete Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, never really got into it.
The first time when I played Witcher 3, I lost interest really quickly, and then a couple years later, I watched the Netflix Witcher.
Okay.
Yes, which was the first season was really good, so I was like, I'm gonna go back and play the game. And that's how I got back into Witcher 3. I'm not watching the second season though, because since Henry Cavill or Henry Cavill is leaving.
No, wait. Aren't they on like season 3 right now?
Oh yeah, sorry, season 3. Yeah. I watched season 1 and season 2, and I'm not watching season 3 because he's leaving.
Sure.
That's right.
So he can be a space marine. That movie's gonna be wild.
Space marine? Is that really?
Yep.
Okay.
He's gonna be in. Well, I think he was gonna go back to doing Superman stuff, but you know how that turned out.
I thought he got screwed over, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about screwed over, but yeah,
something similar.
But I heard that they're doing a Space Marine movie or a Warhammer 40K movie with him.
Nice.
So I don't know. Do you guys have any interest in Warhammer 40K?
I played a little bit of it. Like
the actual tabletop game.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, but I didn't understand it at all. This is when I was like in school, and then like every other kid was playing, and then there was like a club, so I went there, and then I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, and it was just a waste of time, so I left.
A waste of time and money. Those things are expensive.
I don't know how much they cost. I was just watching people play, and I was like, what the fuck? And I just left.
This is stupid. Gotta paint them too, right? So yeah, like overly expensive.
What's the other one that people play like that? Like Dungeons and Dragons or whatever? Is that
D&D?
Yeah.
It's not. No, I wouldn't say it's the same though. Like D&D, you can just use paper. Technically, it'd be nice to have.
Were you a D&D kid growing up?
Nope.
Okay.
I have interest in playing it, but I've never played it.
Okay.
Because for me, I think the biggest barrier to entry is always you need a good dungeon master.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I didn't really know anyone who played that game, so it's hard to get into that.
I didn't play any of those, like, what do you even call those? Like, real-life board games? I don't know.
Like
tabletop?
Is that what it's called? Tabletop RPG? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like, people keep saying stuff like Baldur's Gate and whatnot derive from that. Like they use that rule set.
Yeah.
But I've never liked those games, so I don't know if I would actually like tabletop RPGs. It's just that when I hear people talk about them, like the way they play those games, it just sounds so much more flexible when you have a dungeon master that can just deal with things that you want to do. That's not part of what is written out. So, yeah.
Okay. Very neat.
Yeah, like you, like I never played D&D. Very similar, where like I don't know anybody that's like a good dungeon master, so it kind of just turns me off to look for one or like to try.
Have you played any of the like video games based off of those systems?
Nope.
Because I feel like I've heard like KOTOR.
What's a KOTOR?
Is sort of based on Knights of the Old Republic.
Based off of what?
The mechanics, the battle systems are kind of based off of those from Dungeons and Dragons. It's a lot of those games from BioWare, like pre-Mass Effect. A lot of that stuff is D&D adjacent.
Yeah,
from what I understand, and I've never gotten into those. Every time I tried it, I just bounce off of them.
No, I never played the original KOTOR, but I played the MMO version of it.
I don't think that's the same, though.
No, it's definitely not. Yeah. That was good, though. I will say. That was a fun game.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. I knew it launched in a rough state, but over the years, I think it got a lot better.
Yeah. I know there's a huge following for like Knights of the Old Republic, though.
I've never even heard of that game. What the hell?
Knights of the Old Republic?
No, like the MMO one you guys are talking about.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Is that like an okay. Fuck, I'm gonna look it up right now.
No, it's the currently running Star Wars MMO game.
Yes.
Really?
They shut down Star Wars Galaxies and then threw this game onto BioWare.
Is it fun?
It was fun, yes. I don't know about anymore.
Again, I think when it launched, people were like, "Yo, there's like nothing here." But then I think over the years it got good, and people like it.
I will say, like playing through it was nice to have choices, and each choice would like kind of either put you towards like the dark side, or like or become like a Jedi. You can literally be like a Sith, and like pick all like good answers, and it just made it really fun. Right.
You just needed that red lightsaber, but you just wanted to be a good guy.
Yeah, like the question's like, oh, should we slaughter him? And you're like, no, it's okay. And then they look at you like, you're a Sith. You're like, what do you mean?
I just like these lightning powers in this red lightsaber. Yeah, so I've never gotten into it, but I've heard good things. I've also heard the writing's really good.
Yeah, I can say
there's a lot of these games that over the years have just gotten to a place where people just like it. Same with Fallout 76.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it does fine now, and the same with Elder Scrolls Online. Those games just keep going.
What did you say? Fallout 76 was okay?
No, like Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online both launch in a state where people just blasted them.
Isn't Fallout 76 still
they just
shit?
Kept going. Oh, from what I understand, it's better now. I don't know. It's still going. People still play it. So,
well,
it's not bad enough for them to just can the whole thing.
Sure. I'm on Steam right now, and
yes,
yeah, I found a game called Prison Simulator.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
What the fuck?
You're buying it, right? You love Sims.
I might. This looks really fun.
Like, I don't know. I saw that and I was like, "What the hell is this fucking weird ass game?" Like, what do you mean?
You see, you put a simulator on the title, and people like Jackie just gobble it up.
Totally.
You're telling me the sim game's only like $40? Hell yeah, I'm paying for it.
Isn't that the Power Wash one gaining a lot of like?
I was about to ask.
Good traffic.
Power Wash Simulator actually looks like it'd be a decent time. Like I would play it, not for full price, but I would play it.
No, but it's an interesting game.
I don't know if
I mean, it's power washing in 2D though. If it's
wait, what?
Right?
What are you talking about?
Isn't it
2D?
Wait, it comes in VR. 2D.
Oh, you mean okay? In that sense, okay.
I'm talking in the grander scheme of things. I'm not talking about like. I know it's a 3D.
You're talking about in terms of like our physical world.
Yeah. Like you're looking at the monitor.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't need a VR version of that.
I need a VR. If there's a VR version of that, that would be awesome.
You can power wash, I don't know, Midgar.
Yes.
Like there's I don't know if there's their free DLC or it's paid DLC, but they have some weird stuff attached to it. I do think that Final Fantasy one is pretty funny.
I didn't know that, but that'd be hilarious to watch Midgard.
Yeah.
Like. Speaking of simulators, I just found Airline Flight Attendant Simulator VR.
Yep, I saw that before.
I saw that too.
Jackie would love it. Jackie would love
it. I mean,
Jackie would pick the option be like splash water in customer's face. We're like, no.
It's a neat concept.
That is ridiculous. That's all I have to say.
Civ 6 is for $5, Laurence.
I don't know if I have that. I know I have Civ 5. Again, it's not that I think I would hate the game. It's just that I don't want to put the time in, realize I love it, and then spend the next like 5 years playing that game and nothing else.
No, just play for 10 minutes and then move on. It's a good.
I don't play stuff like you, Jackie.
But it's a good experience.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I just saw this.
If the game's good.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
Go ahead.
No. I just saw this game that I actually am very interested in. It's called The Long Drive.
What?
Yeah. If you have Steam open, just search it. The Long Drive.
Okay, one sec.
It looks good. Doesn't it?
Have you guys speaking on simulation games, have you guys ever played Barrow Tuna or Barrow Tuna, whatever you?
Barrow Tuna.
It's like a submarine, like BARO and like T.
I mean,
Jackie, what do you mean this looks good?
Oh, sorry, it's Barrow Trauma. BAROTRAUMA.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That does not sound familiar, but speaking of submarine games, Subnautica.
Jackie,
What?
no,
What?
This game looks not good. What are you talking about?
But it's an early access,
what
man.
the fuck am I looking at?
This looks like an asset flip. This looks like I went on Epic Store and bought some assets and threw it together.
I'm actually interested in this.
Yeah, like what do I do in this game? Just drive?
Barrow Trauma.
That's hilarious.
Barrow Trauma kind of looks like FTL.
Yeah, a little bit. You're pretty much like in like this weird, like it's like Earth, but like way far in the future, and it's like all messed up. And then you just have like a submarine, and you're just going through different places, doing missions and stuff. And like you can have like NPCs, or you can like play with friends and control like the guns on the ship. You have to like go out of the sub to like get minerals and stuff. Pretty fun game.
How is that different from Subnautica? How is that different from Subnautica? Because you're going out gathering shit, and you're in a submarine.
I think Subnautica is more like graphics are like
Subnautica is more
better, right?
Like survival, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Subnautica is more like I'm just going around leisurely, and doing things.
Like Barrow Trauma looks like more oppressive and tense, I guess.
Yeah,
depressing.
It's pretty depressing.
And it's a 2D game.
Yeah.
Not the 2D that Jackie's talking about. 2D as in graphical sense.
It's a Rio 2D game.
It's an interesting sim game, I guess.
There's a game. Trying to think of the game name.
We should find like a multiplayer game other than Payday that we can also play together and talk about. I think that'll be interesting.
I'm trying to think. I did have a whole bunch of games at one point for online multiplayer.
We should do like a CS:GO session too. Right?
Maybe.
I guess.
I haven't played CS:GO for a long time, so
yeah. You can show us off your controller skills.
Totally. I'll have the lowest kill death ratio. I mean the highest. No, the lowest.
I'm looking at my list. I have a bunch of Armas that I've never played. Borderlands, you have no interest in Borderlands.
I have Borderlands. I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kitty Graphics.
No, it's cell. I mean, it. I don't know. I think Cell Shade or Shade Cell, whatever you call it. That's like
cell shading.
Yeah, that's.
Cell
isn't
shading.
that like
You shut your damn mouth.
No,
Hold on. Damn mouth.
That's the company's way, like lazy way out, isn't it?
Shut the hell
no,
up.
because
I don't think it's a...
No, because it's less resource intensive if you do cell shade.
It's not true.
It's totally true. So yeah, that's why.
I don't think it's a lazy way out. It's a
totally
artistic style, right?
Nope. Yeah, the lazy artistic style.
I know you're not into anime games like I am, but have you seen any of those Arc System fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ? Looks fucking fantastic.
No, but Dragon Ball isn't cell shade, right?
It's pretty cell shaded.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty
I don't know if
cel-shaded.
that's what they call that now. Like, I don't know if it's a tech at a certain time, but in my mind, Dragon Ball is pretty cell shaded.
Cell shade to me means fuzzy animation.
No, that is not. What? No. Cell shade is a visual, like a lighting method to make things look cartoony.
No. Yeah, well, cell shade to me looks flat.
Okay.
Yeah, like things look flat.
Sure. I mean, like, I just think you're thinking that things are textured on differently, like cartoonish textures.
Maybe.
I'm looking here, Gears 5, but that's kind of 2.5 people. Halo Master Chief Collection, but you don't like Halo because there's no Iron Sight, which is crazy talk.
Laurence, you know in Street Fighter 6, you can play like classic fighting games, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Never touched those.
Yeah, but what are those called?
Arcade games?
No. The name of the game that you can play.
I think they change all the time, but it's on a cycle. I don't know what game you're talking about. Can you describe it?
No,
Is it
I can't.
Like a top-down shooter?
No, I just saw.
Is it side-scrolling action?
Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. It's that fighting game with.
Are you talking about Final Fight?
Is it Final Fight? It's the game with the guy named Haggard.
Yeah, that's Final Fight.
That's Final Fight. Okay, yeah.
That is, they kind of rolled Final Fight into the actual Street Fighter canon. Like, Hagar is the actual mayor of the single-player mode city. Wait,
okay. So is Final Fight just people walking around beating people up on the street?
Yes, you've played Ninja Turtles side-scrollers.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
yeah,
it's
okay.
that.
I mean,
yep.
yeah, it's coming back now. Yeah. Okay.
Side-scroll beat-em-ups are always fun.
I don't know. I don't think they hold up. Like, I think at the time they were fun. I just don't know if I can get into them now.
That's fair, because it's pretty basic, right? You're just going left or right, throwing some combos.
Yeah, like, I think, well, I don't know if you were there, Dixon, but Jackie told me about his experience with Ninja Turtles, the new game.
Oh, right,
and it's exactly what I would expect of, hey, this is neat, but you play 5 minutes like Jackie would and would be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. And that's fair. I think, like, that's what they are now. That's why I don't think they're as popular, but
yeah,
you know, they're pretty niche. They're kind of fun when you want to, right?
Yeah, like I do have some interest in the ones like River City Girls because the mechanics seem a little bit more fleshed out. But even then, like, I don't know how much time I would invest into it before I go, oh, okay, I'm kind of bored now.
No, for sure. And I mean, to be fair, it's more of like a nostalgic kind of like thing, right? Like, I mean, I grew up on like a lot of beat 'em ups, like Ninja Turtles example, right? So definitely a fun time.
Did Dixon? Did you ever
have you guys played? Go ahead.
Did you ever play like Sierra games?
I know about them. I've never really played.
No, I remember you saying that you'd never played it, Laurence.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Like,
did you?
I don't.
Man, okay.
So.
I think it's just like because it's like before your guys' time. That's why you didn't play it.
And also like I don't think I had a gaming PC at the time, or like a PC for gaming at the time. So
like King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest. You guys never played any of those?
No, definitely not.
Oh man, those are good.
I've only of that genre. Yeah. I think I really only played Sam and Max.
I've never
only a chunk of it early on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because okay. I mean those were games I really grew up on. I really liked it.
I think I told you at the time, but there is a company that just does those type of games now. I just don't remember it at the top of my head. There's a game they made called Techno Babylon.
Yeah.
It's very much that style of point-and-click adventure game. So if you're interested,
point-and-click adventure games, that's what you call it. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably not going to be interested now because of because I'm
because time.
Yeah, because time. I'm a modern.
Speaking
I'm
of
looking through my list of co-op games. Magica?
Nope, never heard of it.
Dixon, have you heard of Magica?
Sounds familiar.
This is the one where you basically just queue up random spell combinations and chaos happens on screen. It's a top-down, isometric.
I've seen it. I haven't played it.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if Jackie would be into it, but it was pretty chaotic when I played it. I think it has Jackie's sense of griefing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like you can play co-op, but you can still mess with everyone else on screen.
Yes.
It's like you can call down meteors and everyone dies. It's that type of chaos.
That's what I like.
Monaco. It's sort of a 2D top-down heist game.
Yeah, I played that on the Switch. That was a fun game.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Overcooked. I think I would be too stressed out playing with Jackie.
So did you play Overcooked at all?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I
briefly?
played. Yeah.
Man, lucky. I played.
I didn't play that. Like I'm never on my versions. I play on other people's.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I had to play all of them.
Payday 1, Payday 2, Saints Row 4, Saints Row 3, Serious Sam.
So, like, speaking of the Sierra games, right? The only Sierra game that, now that I was looking at it, that I played is SWAT 4.
Ooh, hey, I played that too.
Oh, I tried getting to it. I wish I played more.
It's a neat game at the time. It's a neat game.
Super funny game.
Yeah.
There was a new game. I forgot what it's called. There's a game that people made that was trying to evoke SWAT 4.
Yeah, it's called
Ready or Not. And it came out already, right?
Yeah, it's called Ready or Not.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Speaking of which, did you guys see this one game that was like... I think I sent you a clip of it, Laurence, where it's a game based off of a police cam. And it looks really real.
Yes.
That's
not out yet.
No, it's not, but that's amazing, isn't it? What is that called? Did you see it, Dixon, at all?
I did see it. Because people were saying it, like, it didn't look real or something, right? Or, like, it was, like, fake or something like that. But
No. It's legit, isn't it? It's totally legit.
I think people have gone back and said it might be legit, and I think a lot of it is... they did a lot of photogrammetry, I think it's called, where they scan actual objects in the real world and put it in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the lighting from the new Unreal Engine really helps.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's what I heard.
Okay.
But my problem is that, based on that camera angle, I feel like the gameplay is going to be suck-ass. Like, the aiming is going to be so garbage.
Usually game demos that are that good always are bad.
Yeah, yep. I don't know. I don't until there's actual gameplay. I'm not gonna
until there's an actual demo.
I'm interested. Yeah, exactly. So,
okay, very cool. What's next?
Well, guys, tell me about Diablo 3. Sell me on the idea.
Wait, why Diablo?
Four.
Okay,
4. Sorry.
Well, first of all, are you gonna get it?
No.
What? Then what's the point of me selling it to you? But I think so far, I don't know how far you are, Dixon, but I just finished World Tier 2's Capstone Dungeon, which is really hard. But I had a really good time doing it. Diablo 2, or Diablo 4, so far, to me, I actually like the Diablo 3 mechanics. And it's a lot more, to me, I feel like Diablo 3 is a lot more fast-paced. Diablo 4 is a little bit slower paced when it comes to like fighting and stuff like that. But I don't know if it's because I chose a druid, and I've never played a druid before. I played a little bit of a druid in Diablo 2, but it was too hard, so I gave up. And then in Diablo 3, I was a monk as my main. And I usually reroll monks during the seasons as well. So, but it was, to me, it was a lot more fast paced. This one seems to be a little bit more slower paced. I feel like the world is larger though. I like the layout of the world. You can do more. You can do whatever quest you want, but it gets boring though, because you just start doing side quests after your main, and then it's side quest over side quest over side quest. And if you're not playing with anybody, if you're not playing with friends in a dungeon, I think it gets pretty boring though. I'm starting to get bored of it, honestly. I'm still gonna play it because my friends play it, but that's pretty much the only reason.
But isn't that type of game in general, though?
No, it's not. Because Diablo is supposed to be...
Whoa.
No, it's not. Diablo is a game where you're supposed to just grind and get better items. That's the whole point of the game.
But then doesn't that get boring?
That's why I was saying. Like,
it
gets boring. It only doesn't get boring if there's somebody playing with me. Yeah. But the thing is, in Diablo, you can't fuck with anybody. But the thing that I like about Diablo 4 is there are PvP regions where you can just, like, you can go in there and you can just keep hunting down, like, low-level people. And just avoid the high-level people.
Yeah, of course Jackie would be the one to do that. Like,
I totally do that. When I played WoW, I had a warlock and I had a rogue. I would always use the rogue, go invisible, and then just go around killing, backstabbing, lower level characters. Always.
Yeah, you're one of those people. Backstab at the gate, at the portals.
Yeah. Like, that's all I would do.
Kid,
like,
you shot me.
I would do that for like hours, and it would just be fun. Like, pure fun. Yeah. I would wait until, hilarious. If I know they're fighting something, at the last moment of them killing the thing, I would backstab them to kill them. Yeah.
Oh, Jackie.
Yeah.
What a troll.
What
a troll.
So
I feel like if I knew Jackie was playing any game, I would immediately quit right away, just so I don't get griefed.
So
it's like, oh, Jackie's gonna start playing Diablo 4. Actually, I'm out.
So, but like Diablo 4, like it's fun because it has all these elements to it, but it's also boring because there's not much to do. I don't know how you feel about it, Dixon, because you've been playing it, right?
Yeah, I haven't played too much of it as of late, but I can agree with you on like the world seeming bigger. Like I knew they wanted to do something like that to like make everything bigger.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, it just seems too big now. Like I don't know which quest to go to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like on the topic
my
of
problem
like
too. Like I'll just be like, wow, there's so many side quests.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm used to more like Diablo 3, where I'm just like going into like a rift and just like blasting through it.
Yes.
And then coming out and then just doing it again for like the next like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like,
but again,
because what I would do is like I would do the rift and then I would text my friends and be like, hey, I just finished like Grand Rift 12 or whatever. Come join me for 13 or 14 or whatever, and then we just do it. Yeah, and then it'd be fun. But this one, I mean, even with friends, we don't even know what the hell to do.
Yeah, I think like maybe when the new season comes out, there'd be like a better kind of guide on what we should be doing and whatnot. But I
hope so.
At this point, it's kind of whatever.
The 20th,
it's an okay
right?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 20th. Yeah.
Do you actually like the combat mechanics though? Because I'm thinking like, I can do something of a similar loop if the gameplay is fun. Like I don't know if Destiny was a little bit better about that stuff when I was playing, then I might have stuck with it longer. But I don't know. I don't know if Diablo is that much fun to play.
No, there's a lot more to do in Destiny because like I can like.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no. Well, at least that's what I think. In Destiny 2, yeah. Because I'll play Destiny 2 with my friends.
Oh, why are you guys playing Diablo?
No, well, because in Destiny 2, we'll just do, like, Crucible. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do, like, 3v3 Crucible. We're not good, so we always get our asses kicked. And then...
yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
but it's fun. Like, we just get a good laugh out of it.
All right.
In Diablo 2, you know, I log with my friends. You know, we don't get a laugh out of anything because there's like, I don't know what to do, man. Because all the dungeons seem to be the same. You don't, you know, it's just you're fighting different things, but overall, it's not that different.
Yeah, it's like they try to like make like a partial MMO with Diablo mechanics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have like a big world, tons of quests, open world events, PvP.
Do you get any
that kind of stuff.
Do you get any lag, Dixon?
I think when I play, sometimes I'll like hit like a ping spike or something, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is.
I don't know. Like, I'm getting lag pretty consistently on my PS5 when I play Diablo 4. So yeah, I don't know if I don't think that's my issue because I don't get any lag when I play any other multiplayer game. So
it could just be Blizzard shitting the bed.
It could be because there's like a lot of rubber banding and stuff, and then I would walk into a dungeon, like fight like a gazillion mobs, and then I would I thought I was doing pretty well, and then like 2 seconds later I'm like dead.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Like I've like seen people like playing hardcore and like die to like a rubber band or something.
Yeah,
and it's pretty depressing.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like if there wasn't that much lag, or if lag, I mean the lag is doable if you're outside of a dungeon, but if you're in dungeon fighting harder mobs, the lag just it just ruins the whole game. They really need to work on that. So
yeah. And then I think overall, like, if you were planning to try the game, I'd probably say don't do it. It's not the greatest. It's all right for, like, a little bit. Especially if you're not into, like, these kind of games anyways. I think you wouldn't get into it regardless. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because my experience is really Titan Quest. I played through Titan Quest, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, like, I was into it when I played it, but then the moment I finished the campaign, I just didn't care anymore. So I don't know. That's why I never got that interested in Diablo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
I think you should try it, Laurence, if you have the opportunity to.
I would try
you really just sold me this game.
No, my goal is
try it on someone's thing.
No, the thing is, Diablo will only get better, right? Because you know that's what Blizzard.
That's a questionable statement.
No, that's what Blizzard does. It comes out with a shitty product and it improves on it.
I don't know. Have you heard of Overwatch? That's not what I heard about that game.
Wasn't Overwatch a good game?
1.5?
I don't know. Overwatch, when it released, I heard it's pretty well liked, and then over the years, it's gotten actually worse from everything I hear.
Isn't there still a huge following for that?
Well, I mean, Overwatch 2 came out, and I think a lot of people dropped it.
Okay.
But I think it's still big.
Yeah, it's still pretty big. I mean, there's like competitions and stuff like that for it, but like Overwatch 2 is pretty much Overwatch with like a big patch, right? That's what it was. Like nothing new per se.
Free to play.
I mean, like it is. I think so. I don't know actually.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Again, I'm not an expert on Overwatch, so I'm sure like I'm over exaggerating or under exaggerating certain issues, but I hear it's not like the greatest anymore. But who knows?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. Until next week, we'll talk more about random gaming and pop culture and whatever comes to our mind. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.